Dèquoise, a typical French dessert. Dèquoise cake, a signature dessert of France. Dèquoise cake is a traditional French dessert that is enjoyed around the world for its delicate texture and rich flavor. This light and airy dessert is made from layers of meringue and buttercream, making it the perfect sweet treat for any occasion. The origins of Dèquoise cake can be traced back to the 17th century, where it was created in the town of Dax in southwestern France. The dessert was originally made with almonds and hazelnuts, which were plentiful in the region, but over time, variations of the recipe were developed using other nuts and flavors. To make Dèquoise cake, almond meringue layers are baked until crispy, then sandwiched together with rich buttercream filling. The cake is often decorated with fresh fruit or chocolate ganache, adding a touch of elegance to the dessert. Dèquoise cake is a popular dessert in France, especially during special occasions such as weddings and anniversaries. It is often served with a glass of champagne or sweet dessert wine, making it a perfect complement to a celebratory meal. In recent years, there have been many variations of Dèquoise cake developed, with different flavors and fillings added to the recipe. Some chefs have experimented with savory versions of the cake, using ingredients like goat cheese and roasted vegetables. Moreover, Dèquoise cake has also become a popular dessert in international cuisine, with many countries adding their own unique twist to the traditional recipe. For example, in Japan, Dèquoise cake is often flavored with matcha powder and topped with red bean paste and fresh fruit. If you want to try making Dèquoise cake at home, here is a simple recipe. Ingredients: 3 egg whites, 1/4 cup castor sugar, 1½ cups ground almonds, ½ cup icing sugar, ½ teaspoon cream of tartar, ½ teaspoon vanilla extract, ½ cup unsalted butter, softened, ½ cup icing sugar, sifted, fresh fruit or chocolate ganache for decoration. Instructions: preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. In a large mixing bowl, beat the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Gradually add the castor sugar to the egg whites, 1 tablespoon at a time, while continuing to beat the mixture until it becomes thick and glossy. In a separate bowl, mix together the ground almonds, icing sugar, and cream of tartar. Gently fold the almond mixture into the egg whites, along with the vanilla extract. Spoon the mixture onto the prepared baking sheet in a circular shape, forming a well in the center. Bake the meringue in the preheated oven for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the outside is crisp and the inside is soft and chewy. Remove the meringue from the oven and let it cool on the baking sheet. When the meringue has cooled, make the buttercream filling by beating the softened butter and icing sugar together until light and fluffy. Spread the buttercream filling onto one of the meringue layers, then sandwich the 2 layers together. Decorate the top of the cake with fresh fruit or chocolate ganache, as desired. Serve immediately and enjoy. In conclusion, Dèquoise cake is a delicious and iconic dessert that has become a symbol of France's culinary heritage. Its light and airy texture and rich flavor make it a perfect dessert for any occasion. Whether you enjoy the traditional recipe or a unique twist on the classic, Dèquoise cake is definitely worth trying if you are interested in exploring French cuisine and culture. Aside from being a delicious dessert, Dèquoise cake has also been used to inspire art and literature. The dessert has been featured in paintings and novels by French artists, and has been referenced in poems and songs as a symbol of the country's rich culinary tradition. Moreover, Decroix cake has also been used to promote tourism to France. The dessert is often featured in tourism campaigns and advertisements, showcasing the country's unique food culture and natural beauty. Many tourists visit France specifically to try Decroix cake and other traditional French dishes, making it an important part of the country's tourism industry. In recent years, there has also been growing interest in sustainable and locally sourced ingredients in cooking, and Decroix cake is no exception. Many chefs are now using locally sourced nuts and fruits in their Decroix cake recipes, allowing them to showcase the unique flavors and ingredients of their region. Lastly, Decroix cake has also become a popular dessert for weddings and other special occasions. The light and airy texture of the meringue layers and the rich buttercream filling make it a beautiful and elegant dessert that is sure to impress guests. Many couples choose to have a Decroix cake instead of a traditional wedding cake, adding a touch of French sophistication to their special day. In conclusion, Decroix cake is a beloved dessert that has become a global sensation. Its delicate texture, rich flavor, and cultural significance have made it a staple of French cuisine and a symbol of France's culinary heritage. Whether you enjoy the traditional recipe or a unique twist on the classic, Decroix cake is definitely worth trying if you are interested in exploring French cuisine and culture. Decroix cake has also been used to inspire new culinary trends and innovations. Chefs and bakers have experimented with different flavors and textures, creating new variations of the classic dessert. Some have added different nuts or spices to the meringue layers, while others have experimented with different fillings such as fruit curds or flavored whipped cream. Furthermore, Decroix cake has also been used to promote healthy eating habits. The dessert can be made with alternative sweeteners, such as honey or maple syrup, for those who are watching their sugar intake. Additionally, the almonds used in the meringue layers are a good source of protein and healthy fats, making Decroix cake a healthier alternative to other desserts. Moreover, Decroix cake has also been used to inspire new pastry techniques and skills. Making a perfect Decroix cake requires a delicate touch and attention to detail, making it a challenge for even experienced bakers. As a result, many pastry chefs use Decroix cake as a way to showcase their skills and creativity, pushing the boundaries of traditional pastry making. Lastly, Decroix cake has also been used to bring people together and promote cultural exchange. The dessert is enjoyed around the world, and its popularity has helped to bring people from different cultures and backgrounds together. Many French restaurants and bakeries offer Decroix cake as a way to introduce customers to the country's rich culinary heritage, while also celebrating the diversity of global cuisine. In conclusion, Decroix cake is a versatile and beloved dessert that has become a cultural icon of France. Its delicate texture, rich flavor, and health benefits make it a perfect dessert for any occasion. Whether you enjoy the traditional recipe or one of the many variations, Decroix cake is definitely worth trying if you are interested in exploring French cuisine and culture. Or if you simply enjoy delicious desserts. Decroix cake has also been used to promote social and environmental causes. In recent years, many chefs and bakers have used Decroix cake to raise awareness about issues such as food waste, sustainability, and social justice. For example, some chefs have created Decroix cakes made entirely from food scraps, showcasing how food waste can be repurposed into delicious and sustainable dishes. Others have used locally sourced and organic ingredients in their Decoise cake recipes, promoting sustainable agriculture and reducing the carbon footprint of the dish. Furthermore, Decoise cake has also been used to promote social justice and cultural exchange. Many chefs and food activists have used the dessert as a way to celebrate the contributions of immigrants and refugees to French cuisine. Highlighting the diverse cultural influences that have shaped the country's food culture. Moreover, Decoise cake has also been used to support charitable causes. No-bake desserts, delicious treats without an oven. When we think of desserts, we often think of cakes, pies, and other baked goods that require an oven. However, there are plenty of delicious desserts that don't require any baking at all. Here are some of the most popular no-bake desserts that you can make at home. No-bake cheesecake. Cheesecake is a classic dessert that can be enjoyed in many different forms, including baked and no-bake versions. No-bake cheesecake is made with a graham cracker crust and a creamy filling that is made with cream cheese, whipped cream, and sugar. The cheesecake sets in the refrigerator and can be topped with fresh fruit, chocolate sauce, or caramel sauce. Chocolate truffles are a decadent and rich dessert that can be made without an oven. They are made with melted chocolate, heavy cream, and butter, and can be flavored with a variety of ingredients, such as liqueurs, nuts, or spices. The truffles are then rolled into balls and coated in cocoa powder, chopped nuts, or sprinkles. No-bake cookies are a quick and easy dessert that can be made with just a few ingredients. They are made with oats, peanut butter, sugar, and milk, and can be flavored with vanilla extract or cocoa powder. The cookies set in the refrigerator and can be enjoyed as a sweet treat or a snack. Icebox cake is a classic dessert that is made with layers of cookies and whipped cream. The cake is assembled in a loaf pan or round cake pan, and is then chilled in the refrigerator until the cookies soften and the whipped cream sets. The cake can be topped with fresh fruit, chocolate shavings, or caramel sauce. Fruit salad is a healthy and refreshing dessert that can be made without an oven. It is made with a variety of fresh fruit, such as strawberries, blueberries, bananas, and kiwi, and can be flavored with honey, lime juice, or mint. The salad can be served as a dessert or a side dish. In conclusion, no-bake desserts are a delicious and easy way to satisfy your sweet tooth without the need for an oven. From creamy cheesecake to decadent truffles, there are plenty of options to choose from. So the next time you're in the mood for something sweet, try one of these delicious no-bake desserts and enjoy a tasty treat without breaking a sweat. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is a classic Italian dessert that is made with ladyfingers, espresso, mascarpone cheese, and cocoa powder. The dessert is assembled in layers in a dish and then chilled in the refrigerator until it is set. It is a creamy and decadent dessert that is perfect for any occasion. Pudding. Pudding is a classic dessert that is loved by many. It can be made in a variety of flavors, including chocolate, vanilla, and butterscotch. Pudding is made with milk, sugar, cornstarch, and flavorings, and is cooked on the stovetop until it thickens. It is then chilled in the refrigerator until it is set. Parfaits. Parfaits are a simple and easy dessert that can be made with layers of yogurt, fruit, granola, and honey. They are a healthy and delicious dessert that can be enjoyed for breakfast, as a snack, or as a dessert. No-bake lemon bars. No-bake lemon bars are a delicious and refreshing dessert that are perfect for summertime. They are made with a graham cracker crust and a creamy lemon filling that is made with cream cheese, whipped cream, lemon juice, and sugar. The bars are chilled in the refrigerator until they are set. No-bake energy bites. No-bake energy bites are a healthy and delicious snack that can be made with oats, peanut butter, honey, and chocolate chips. They are a great on-the-go snack that can be enjoyed at any time of the day. In conclusion, no-bake desserts are a great way to enjoy a sweet treat without having to turn on the oven. From creamy cheesecake to healthy energy bites, there are plenty of options to choose from. So the next time you're in the mood for something sweet, try one of these delicious no-bake desserts and enjoy a tasty treat without any hassle. Ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is a fun and delicious dessert that can be made without an oven. It is made with layers of ice cream and cake, and can be flavored with a variety of ingredients, such as chocolate chips, caramel sauce, or fruit. The cake is assembled in a springform pan and then chilled in the freezer until it is set. No-bake Oreo cheesecake. No-bake Oreo cheesecake is a rich and decadent dessert that is perfect for any occasion. It is made with a crushed Oreo crust and a creamy filling that is made with cream cheese, whipped cream, and crushed Oreos. The cheesecake is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be topped with additional Oreos, chocolate sauce, or whipped cream. Rice Krispie Treats. Rice Krispie Treats are a classic dessert that can be made without an oven. They are made with Rice Krispie cereal, marshmallows, and butter, and can be flavored with vanilla extract or cocoa powder. The treats are then pressed into a baking dish and left to set until they are firm. No-bake peanut butter bars. No-bake peanut butter bars are a sweet and savory dessert that can be made with just a few ingredients. They are made with peanut butter, powdered sugar, and graham cracker crumbs, and can be topped with chocolate chips or peanut butter chips. The bars are chilled in the refrigerator until they are set and can be cut into squares for easy serving. Chocolate mousse. Chocolate mousse is a rich and indulgent dessert that can be made without an oven. It is made with melted chocolate, whipped cream, and egg yolks, and can be flavored with a variety of ingredients, such as vanilla extract or liqueurs. The mousse is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be topped with whipped cream or shaved chocolate. In conclusion, no-bake desserts are a great way to satisfy your sweet tooth without having to use an oven. From ice cream cake to chocolate mousse, there are plenty of delicious options to choose from. So the next time you're looking for a sweet treat, try one of these easy and delicious no-bake desserts. No-bake lemon icebox pie. No-bake lemon icebox pie is a light and refreshing dessert that is perfect for summer. It is made with a graham cracker crust and a creamy filling that is made with sweetened condensed milk, lemon juice, and whipped cream. The pie is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be topped with whipped cream and lemon slices. No-bake coconut macaroons. No-bake coconut macaroons are a sweet and chewy dessert that can be made with just a few ingredients. They are made with shredded coconut, sweetened condensed milk, and vanilla extract, and can be flavored with chocolate chips or nuts. The macaroons are then chilled in the refrigerator until they are set. No-bake fudge. No-bake fudge is a rich and chocolatey dessert that can be made without an oven. It is made with chocolate chips, sweetened condensed milk, and vanilla extract, and can be flavored with nuts, marshmallows, or peanut butter. The fudge is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be cut into squares for easy serving. No-bake peanut butter pie. No-bake peanut butter pie is a creamy and indulgent dessert that is perfect for peanut butter lovers. It is made with a graham cracker crust and a filling that is made with cream cheese, peanut butter, and whipped cream. The pie is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be topped with chocolate sauce or chopped peanuts. No-bake caramel pudding. No-bake caramel pudding is a sweet and creamy dessert that is perfect for any occasion. It is made with instant pudding mix, milk, and caramel sauce, and can be topped with whipped cream or crushed cookies. The pudding is chilled in the refrigerator until it is set and can be served in individual cups or a large bowl. No-bake strawberry shortcake. No-bake strawberry shortcake is a fresh and fruity dessert that is perfect for spring and summer. Classic and simple apple pie recipe. Apple pie is a classic dessert that has been enjoyed for generations. This delicious and comforting dessert is perfect for any occasion, from a family dinner to a holiday celebration. Here is a simple and easy recipe for making a classic apple pie. Ingredients: 6 cups thinly sliced apples, about 6 medium apples, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, cut into small pieces, 1 double crust pie dough, store-bought or homemade. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. In a large bowl, combine the sliced apples, sugar, lemon juice, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, and flour. Stir until the apples are well coated. Roll out the bottom crust of the pie dough and place it in a 9-inch pie dish. Trim the excess dough around the edges. Pour the apple mixture into the pie crust, making sure to evenly distribute the apples. Dot the top of the apples with the small pieces of butter. Roll out the top crust of the pie dough and place it over the apples. Trim the excess dough around the edges and crimp the edges of the pie together to seal. Use a sharp knife to cut several slits in the top of the pie crust to allow steam to escape. Bake the pie for 45 to 50 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the filling is bubbling. Remove the pie from the oven and let it cool on a wire rack for at least 30 minutes before serving. Serve the apple pie warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, or caramel sauce. This classic and simple apple pie recipe is perfect for anyone who loves a sweet and comforting dessert. With just a few simple ingredients and easy instructions, you can make a delicious apple pie that will impress your family and friends. Enjoy! Tips and tricks for making the perfect apple pie. While the recipe for making a classic apple pie is simple, there are a few tips and tricks that can help you make the perfect pie every time. Here are some things to keep in mind. Use the right type of apples. The best apples for making apple pie are firm and tart, such as Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, or Braeburn. Avoid using apples that are too soft or too sweet, as they can become mushy or overly sweet when baked. Cut the apples evenly. To ensure that the apples cook evenly, it's important to cut them into thin, even slices. You can use a mandolin or a sharp knife to do this. Pre-cook the apples. Some recipes call for pre-cooking the apples before adding them to the pie crust. This can help ensure that the apples are fully cooked and tender when the pie is done. Add flavorings. In addition to cinnamon and nutmeg, you can also add other flavorings to the apple mixture, such as vanilla extract, lemon zest, or almond extract. These can add depth and complexity to the flavor of the pie. Use a lattice crust. A lattice crust not only looks beautiful, but it also allows steam to escape from the pie, which can help prevent the filling from becoming too watery. Brush the crust with egg wash. Before baking the pie, brush the top crust with egg wash, a mixture of beaten egg and water or milk. This can help the crust turn golden brown and give it a shiny finish. Let the pie cool before slicing. It's important to let the pie cool for at least 30 minutes before slicing it, as this can help the filling set it and prevent it from spilling out of the crust. With these tips and tricks in mind, you can make a delicious and beautiful apple pie that is sure to impress your family and friends. Happy baking! Alternative apple pie recipes to try. While a classic apple pie is always delicious, there are many alternative apple pie recipes that you can try to mix things up. Here are a few ideas. Salted caramel apple pie. Add a layer of homemade salted caramel sauce to your apple pie for a sweet and salty twist. Apple crumble pie. Top your apple pie with a crumbly streusel topping made of butter, flour, brown sugar, and oats for a crunchy texture. Dutch apple pie. This pie features a sweet and crunchy topping made of butter, sugar, flour, and cinnamon that is baked on top of the apple filling. Apple and pear pie. Combine apples and pears for a delicious and unique flavor combination in your pie. Apple cream cheese pie. Add a layer of sweetened cream cheese to the bottom of your apple pie crust for a creamy and indulgent dessert. Apple pie bars. Make your apple pie in bar form for a fun and easy-to-serve dessert. Apple galette. A galette is a rustic, free-form tart that is easy to make and always looks beautiful. Fill yours with sliced apples and a sprinkle of cinnamon and sugar. Whichever recipe you choose, make sure to use high-quality apples and follow the recipe closely for the best results. Happy baking! Ways to serve apple pie. Apple pie is a classic dessert that can be enjoyed in many different ways. Here are some ideas for serving your delicious apple pie. Warm with ice cream. Serve your apple pie warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream for a classic combination that never gets old. A la mode. Alternatively, you can serve your apple pie with a dollop of whipped cream or a scoop of your favorite ice cream flavor. Cheddar cheese. Some people like to serve apple pie with a slice of sharp cheddar cheese. The sweet and savory combination is a classic in some parts of the country. Salted caramel sauce. Drizzle some homemade salted caramel sauce over your apple pie for an extra special treat. Whipped cream. Top your apple pie with a generous amount of homemade whipped cream for a light and fluffy finish. Caramel apple pie sundae. Layer apple pie filling, vanilla ice cream, and caramel sauce in a sundae dish for a decadent dessert. Leftovers. Leftover apple pie can be enjoyed for breakfast with a cup of coffee or tea, or reheated for a sweet and comforting dessert later on. No matter how you choose to serve your apple pie, it's sure to be a crowd pleaser. Enjoy! Apple pie milkshake. Blend a slice of apple pie with vanilla ice cream and a splash of milk for a delicious and indulgent milkshake. Apple pie bread pudding. Use leftover apple pie to make a decadent bread pudding by layering chunks of pie with bread cubes and a custard mixture, then baking until set. Apple pie smoothie. Blend sliced apples, vanilla yogurt, almond milk, and a pinch of cinnamon for a healthy and delicious smoothie that tastes like apple pie. Mini apple pies. Make individual-sized apple pies in muffin tins for a fun and easy dessert that's perfect for parties. Apple pie French toast. Dip slices of apple pie in an egg and milk mixture, then cook them in a skillet until golden brown for a delicious and indulgent breakfast. Apple pie a la mode martini. Add some vanilla vodka, apple juice, and a splash of cream to a shaker with a slice of apple pie, then shake and strain into a martini glass for a boozy dessert cocktail. Apple pie parfait. Layer crumbled pie crust, apple pie filling, and whipped cream in a glass for a beautiful and delicious parfait. Apple pie tacos. Fill crispy taco shells with apple pie filling, whipped cream, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a fun and unique dessert that's sure to impress. Apple pie quesadilla. Spread apple pie filling and shredded cheddar cheese between 2 flour tortillas and cook in a skillet until the cheese is melted and bubbly. Apple pie stuffed apples. Hollow out apples and fill them with apple pie filling, then bake until the apples are tender and the filling is hot. Apple pie granola. Crumble up leftover apple pie and mix it with rolled oats, nuts, and honey for a delicious and easy granola. Apple pie baked oatmeal. Mix chopped apples and apple pie spices into baked oatmeal for a sweet and hearty breakfast. Apple pie dip. Mix apple pie filling with cream cheese and cinnamon for a sweet and creamy dip that's perfect for fruit or crackers. Apple pie grilled cheese. Layer apple pie filling and cheddar cheese between 2 slices of bread and grill until the cheese is melted and gooey. Apple pie ice cream. Mix apple pie filling into vanilla ice cream and freeze for a delicious and creamy dessert. Apple pie smoothie bowl. Blend apple pie filling with frozen banana, almond milk, and protein powder for a healthy and filling breakfast or snack. How to make sweet French crepes. French sweet crepes recipe. Crepes are a classic French dish that can be enjoyed in many different ways, from savory to sweet. Here is a recipe for making sweet crepes that are perfect for breakfast, dessert, or any time of day. Ingredients: 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 3 large eggs, 1 1/4 cups milk, 1/4 cup unsalted butter, melted, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Instructions: in a large bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, and salt. In a separate bowl, whisk together the eggs, milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract. Gradually pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, whisking constantly, until the batter is smooth and well combined. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let the batter rest in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, or up to overnight. Heat a non-stick crepe pan or skillet over medium heat. Add a small amount of butter or vegetable oil to the pan and swirl to coat. Ladle a small amount of batter into the pan, swirling it around to evenly coat the bottom of the pan. Cook the crepe for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, or until lightly golden brown. Repeat with the remaining batter, adding more butter or oil to the pan as needed. Serve the crepes warm with your favorite toppings, such as fruit, whipped cream, Nutella, or powdered sugar. These sweet crepes are a delicious and versatile dish that can be enjoyed in many different ways. Whether you prefer a classic combination of fruit and cream or a decadent chocolate and hazelnut spread, these crepes are sure to be a hit. Tips for making perfect French sweet crepes. Relax the batter. Letting the batter rest is important because it allows the gluten to relax, resulting in a tender and delicate crepe. Use a non-stick pan. A non-stick pan or crepe pan is essential for making crepes because it ensures that the crepes won't stick to the pan and makes flipping them easier. Use the right amount of batter. Use a ladle or measuring cup to portion out the batter. A good rule of thumb is to use about 1/4 to 1/3 cup of batter per crepe. Swirl the pan. Swirl the batter around the pan quickly and evenly to ensure that it spreads out evenly and covers the whole surface of the pan. Flip with confidence. Use a spatula to loosen the edges of the crepe, then flip it over quickly and confidently. Don't worry if it's not perfect, practice makes perfect. Keep them warm. To keep the crepes warm while you finish cooking the rest of the batch, stack them on a plate and cover with a clean towel or foil. Get creative with toppings. Sweet crepes can be topped with a wide variety of ingredients, such as fresh fruit, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, caramel, or Nutella. Get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations. With these tips and tricks in mind, you can make delicious and beautiful French sweet crepes that are sure to impress your family and friends. Lemon and sugar. This classic combination of fresh lemon juice and sugar is a simple and delicious topping for sweet crepes. Nutella and strawberries. Spread a generous amount of Nutella on top of the crepe and layer fresh strawberries on top for a decadent and fruity treat. Banana and Nutella. Slice a banana and spread Nutella on the crepe, then roll it up for a quick and easy breakfast or snack. Mixed berry compote. Cook a mixture of fresh or frozen berries with sugar and a splash of water until thickened, then spoon it over the crepes for a sweet and tangy topping. Apple pie filling. Top the crepes with store-bought or homemade apple pie filling, then sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar for a delicious and comforting dessert. Whipped cream and chocolate sauce. Top the crepes with a generous amount of whipped cream and drizzle with chocolate sauce for a rich and indulgent dessert. Caramelized bananas. Slice bananas and cook them in a mixture of butter and brown sugar until caramelized and golden brown, then spoon them over the crepes for a sweet and sticky topping. With so many delicious topping options, you can make sweet crepes that are perfect for any taste or occasion. Get creative and have fun experimenting with different flavor combinations. Of course, here are some additional tips and tricks for making French sweet crepes. Use a proper crepe pan. A proper crepe pan is essential for making perfect crepes. It should be flat and wide, with low sides to make it easier to flip the crepes. If you don't have a crepe pan, a non-stick skillet will work as well. Use the right amount of batter. Use a ladle or measuring cup to portion out the right amount of batter for each crepe. You want just enough batter to coat the bottom of the pan without it being too thick. Swirl the batter quickly and evenly. When you pour the batter onto the pan, quickly swirl the pan around to evenly coat the bottom with batter. You want to do this quickly to make sure the batter spreads evenly. Cook on low-medium heat. Crepes cook quickly, so it's important to use low-medium heat to ensure they cook evenly without burning. Flip the crepes with confidence. Use a thin spatula to loosen the edges of the crepe, then quickly flip it over. It may take a bit of practice to get it right, but with some confidence and practice, you'll be flipping crepes like a pro in no time. Keep the crepes warm. As you cook the crepes, stack them on a plate and cover with foil or a clean towel to keep them warm until you're ready to serve. Get creative with fillings and toppings. Sweet crepes can be filled with a variety of ingredients, such as fresh fruit, chocolate, caramel, or whipped cream. Don't be afraid to experiment with different fillings and toppings to find your favorite combination. With these tips and tricks in mind, you'll be able to make delicious and beautiful French sweet crepes that will impress your family and friends. Certainly, here are some more ideas and variations for making French sweet crepes. S'mores crepes. Spread Nutella on the crepe, then add mini marshmallows and crushed graham crackers. Fold the crepe in half and grill it in a pan for a few seconds until the marshmallows are melted and gooey. Lemon ricotta crepes. Mix ricotta cheese with lemon zest and sugar, then spread it on the crepe. Fold the crepe in half and serve with fresh berries. Chocolate and peanut butter crepes. Spread peanut butter on the crepe, then add chocolate chips or drizzle with chocolate sauce. Fold the crepe in half and serve warm. Cinnamon roll crepes. Spread cream cheese frosting on the crepe, then sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar. Roll the crepe up and serve with a drizzle of maple syrup. Banana split crepes. Spread Nutella on the crepe, then top with sliced bananas, strawberries, and whipped cream. Fold the crepe in half and serve with a cherry on top. Blueberry compote crepes. Cook fresh or frozen blueberries with sugar and water until thickened, then spoon the compote onto the crepe. Top with a dollop of whipped cream or vanilla ice cream. Almond Joy crepes. Spread Nutella on the crepe, then add shredded coconut and chopped almonds. Fold the crepe in half and serve warm. With so many delicious variations, you can make sweet crepes that are perfect for any occasion or taste preference. Get creative and try different fillings and toppings to find your favorite combination. Use room temperature ingredients. It's important to use room temperature ingredients, such as eggs and milk, for the crepe batter. This will help the batter come together more easily and result in a smoother batter. Use a blender. If you're having trouble getting the batter smooth, try blending it in a blender or food processor. This will help ensure a smooth and consistent batter. Use a measuring cup. To ensure that each crepe is the same size, use a measuring cup to portion out the batter. A 1/4 cup measuring cup is a good size to use for making crepes. Add flavor to the batter. To add some extra flavor to the crepe batter, try adding a teaspoon of cinnamon or a tablespoon of cocoa powder to the dry ingredients. Use a variety of toppings. Sweet crepes can be topped with a variety of different ingredients, such as fresh fruit, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, caramel, or jam. Try mixing and matching different toppings to find your favorite combinations. Make a large batch. Crepes can be made ahead of time and stored in the fridge or freezer. Bagrer, a traditional Moroccan pancake. Bagrer, also known as Moroccan pancakes, are a traditional Moroccan dish that has been enjoyed for centuries. These pancakes are a staple breakfast food in Morocco and are often served with honey and butter. Here's everything you need to know about bagrer. Ingredients: 2 cups of semolina flour, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 cups of warm water, 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. Instructions: in a large mixing bowl, combine the semolina flour, all-purpose flour, salt, sugar, and baking powder. In a separate bowl, mix the warm water and active dry yeast until the yeast is dissolved. Slowly pour the yeast mixture into the flour mixture, stirring constantly until the batter is smooth and free of lumps. Cover the bowl with a clean towel and let it rest for 30 minutes to an hour. Heat a nonstick pan over medium heat. Using a ladle, pour the batter onto the pan to make small pancakes about 3 to 4 inches in diameter. Cook the pancakes for about 2 to 3 minutes, or until the surface is full of bubbles and the edges are dry. Remove the pancakes from the pan and stack them on a plate. Serve the bagrer warm with butter and honey. Bagrer are a delicious and nutritious breakfast food that is enjoyed by families and friends throughout Morocco. They are typically served with a hot cup of Moroccan mint tea, adding to the overall cultural experience. In addition to butter and honey, bagrer can also be served with a variety of other toppings, such as jam, Nutella, or cheese. The history of bagrer dates back centuries, with the dish originating in the Berber region of Morocco. It is believed that baghra was first made by Berber tribes who used a mixture of water and wild honey to create the batter. Over time, the recipe evolved to include the use of yeast and other ingredients like semolina flour and all-purpose flour. In addition to being a delicious breakfast food, baghra is also a symbol of Moroccan hospitality and tradition. It is often served to guests as a sign of welcome and respect. So, if you're ever in Morocco, be sure to try this delicious and iconic dish for yourself. Baghra is also known as thousand-hole pancakes due to the many small holes that appear on the surface of the pancake as it cooks. Baghra is a popular food during Ramadan, the Islamic holy month of fasting. It is often served as a pre-dawn meal to provide energy and nutrition throughout the day. In some parts of Morocco, baghra is also served as a dessert. It can be topped with sweetened butter, honey, or a mixture of ground nuts and sugar. The texture of baghra is unique, with a soft and spongy interior and a slightly crispy exterior. This texture is achieved by using warm water and yeast in the batter. Baghra is typically made using semolina flour, which is a coarsely ground flour made from durum wheat. This gives the pancakes a slightly nutty and earthy flavor. Baghra is a delicious and unique dish that represents Moroccan culture and tradition. Whether you enjoy it for breakfast, as a snack, or as a dessert, baghra is sure to satisfy your taste buds and leave you wanting more. So, if you're ever in Morocco, be sure to try this iconic dish for yourself and experience the rich flavors and textures of Moroccan cuisine. Here are some more interesting facts about baghra. Baghra is a popular street food in Morocco, often sold by vendors in markets and on street corners. Baghra can be made with different types of flour, depending on personal preference. Some recipes call for the use of whole wheat flour or barley flour. In some regions of Morocco, baghra is made using a mixture of cow's milk and water, which gives the pancakes a slightly richer flavor. Baghra is often served as part of a large breakfast spread in Morocco, along with other traditional dishes like mzmen, Moroccan pancakes, basara, fava bean soup, and khabz, Moroccan bread. Baghra can be frozen and reheated, making it a convenient and quick breakfast option for busy mornings. Overall, baghra is an important part of Moroccan cuisine and culture. Its unique texture and flavor make it a beloved dish throughout the country, and it is often served on special occasions and during religious festivals. So, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Morocco, be sure to try this delicious and iconic dish for yourself. Baghra is a versatile dish that can be served in many different ways. In addition to being served with butter and honey, it can also be served with savory toppings like cheese, olives, or tomato sauce. Baghra is often made by women in Moroccan households, and the recipe is often passed down from generation to generation. Some recipes for baghra call for the use of orange blossom water, which adds a subtle floral flavor to the pancakes. Baghra is a popular dish in other North African countries as well, such as Algeria and Tunisia, where it is known by different names. In addition to being a delicious food, baghra is also a symbol of Moroccan hospitality and generosity. It is often served to guests as a sign of respect and welcome. Overall, baghra is a beloved dish in Morocco and has a rich history and cultural significance. Its unique texture and flavor make it a popular dish for breakfast, lunch, and even dessert. So, if you're ever in Morocco, be sure to try this iconic dish and experience the rich flavors and hospitality of Moroccan cuisine. Baghra is often served during Eid al-Fitr, which is the festival that marks the end of Ramadan. This is a time when families gather to celebrate and share traditional foods. Bagur is typically made on a griddle or special pan that has small indentations on the surface. This helps to create the many small holes that give the pancakes their characteristic texture. Some recipes for bagur call for the use of yeast, while others use baking powder. The yeast gives the pancakes a slightly sour flavor, while the baking powder makes them slightly sweeter. Bagur can be made in advance and stored in the refrigerator or freezer. To reheat the pancakes, they can be steamed or microwaved. In Moroccan culture, it is customary to eat bagur with your hands, rather than using utensils. This is a sign of respect and appreciation for the food. Bagur is a delicious and unique dish that is an important part of Moroccan cuisine and culture. Whether you enjoy it for breakfast, as a snack, or as a dessert, bagur is sure to satisfy your taste buds and leave you wanting more. So, if you're ever in Morocco, be sure to try this iconic dish for yourself and experience the rich flavors and textures of Moroccan cuisine. Certainly. Here are some more interesting facts about bagur. Bagur is a low-fat and high-protein food, making it a healthy breakfast option. It is also gluten-free, making it suitable for people with gluten sensitivities. In some parts of Morocco, bagur is served with amlou, which is a dip made from almonds, honey, and argan oil. Amlou is rich in nutrients and is a popular food in the southern regions of Morocco. Bagur is often served with mint tea, which is a traditional Moroccan beverage. Mint tea is made with fresh mint leaves, green tea, and sugar, and is often served with a generous amount of sugar. In addition to being eaten as a sweet breakfast food, bagur can also be served as a savory snack. It can be topped with ingredients like cheese, tomatoes, and olives, depending on personal preference. Bagur is a popular food during the holy month of Ramadan, when Muslims fast from dawn until dusk. It is often served as a pre-dawn meal to provide energy and nutrition throughout the day. Bagur is a delicious and versatile dish that is an important part of Moroccan culture and cuisine. Its unique texture and flavor make it a popular breakfast food, and it is often served on special occasions and during religious festivals. So, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Morocco, be sure to try this iconic dish for yourself and experience the rich flavors and hospitality of Moroccan cuisine. Canadian cuisine, poutine, maple syrup, Nanaimo bars, and beaver tails. Canada is known for its diverse and unique cuisine, with many delicious and iconic dishes that are enjoyed across the country. Here are some of the most popular Canadian foods that you must try when visiting Canada. Poutine. Poutine is a classic Canadian dish that originated in Quebec. It consists of French fries topped with gravy and cheese curds. Poutine has become a popular fast food dish across Canada, with many variations that include toppings such as bacon, pulled pork, or smoked meat. Maple syrup. Maple syrup is a sweet, sticky syrup that is made from the sap of maple trees. It is a staple in Canadian cuisine and is used as a topping for pancakes, waffles, and French toast. In addition, maple syrup is used to flavor a variety of foods, including baked goods, sauces, and marinades. Nanaimo bars. Nanaimo bars are a dessert that originated in Nanaimo, British Columbia. They consist of a chocolate crumb crust, a layer of creamy custard, and a layer of chocolate ganache. Nanaimo bars are a popular dessert across Canada and are often served during holidays and special occasions. Beaver tails. Beaver tails are a type of fried dough that is shaped like a beaver's tail. They are typically topped with a variety of sweet toppings, such as cinnamon sugar, Nutella, or maple butter. Beaver tails are a popular Canadian snack that is often enjoyed at festivals and fairs. These iconic Canadian foods reflect Canada's diverse cultural influences and unique culinary traditions. Whether you're in the mood for a savory and hearty dish like poutine or a sweet and indulgent treat like Nanaimo bars or beaver tails, Canada has something to offer for everyone's taste buds. So, next time you visit Canada, make sure to try these delicious and iconic Canadian foods. Poutine. Poutine is believed to have originated in Quebec in the 1950s. It quickly became a popular fast food dish in Canada and can now be found in many restaurants and food trucks across the country. The key to a good poutine is using fresh cheese curds, which should be slightly melted by the hot gravy. Maple syrup. Canada is the largest producer of maple syrup in the world, and the sweet syrup is an important part of Canadian culture and cuisine. Maple syrup is typically made in the spring when the sap begins to flow in maple trees. The sap is collected and boiled down to create the thick, sweet syrup that is beloved across Canada. Nanaimo bars. Nanaimo bars are named after the city of Nanaimo in British Columbia. The dessert is believed to have originated in the 1950s and has since become a beloved Canadian treat. There are many variations of the recipe, but the classic version consists of a chocolate crumb crust, a layer of vanilla custard, and a layer of chocolate ganache. Beaver tails. Beaver tails are a popular Canadian snack that was first sold in Ottawa in the 1970s. The dough is shaped to resemble a beaver's tail and is fried until crispy. The toppings can vary, but many people enjoy beaver tails with cinnamon sugar, Nutella, or maple butter. These iconic Canadian foods are a testament to Canada's unique cultural heritage and diverse culinary traditions. They are enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds across Canada, and have become an important part of Canadian cuisine. So, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Canada, make sure to try these delicious and quintessentially Canadian foods. Certainly, here are some more interesting facts about these iconic Canadian foods. Poutine. Poutine has become so popular in Canada that it has even inspired its own festivals and competitions. There are poutine festivals held across the country, where people can sample different variations of the dish and vote for their favorites. In addition, there are poutine eating contests where competitors see who can eat the most poutine in a set amount of time. Maple syrup. Canada produces over 70% of the world's maple syrup, with the majority of production taking place in Quebec. Maple syrup is not only used as a topping for food, but it is also used in a variety of other products, such as beer, liquor, and even beauty products. Nanaimo bars. Nanaimo bars have become so popular in Canada that they were named the official dessert of the country in 2006. In addition, there is a Nanaimo bar trail in British Columbia where visitors can sample different variations of the dessert at various cafes and bakeries. Beaver tails. Beaver tails have become a beloved Canadian snack that is often enjoyed at festivals, fairs, and tourist attractions. The company that produces beaver tails has expanded to over 100 locations across Canada and even has a location in Japan. These iconic Canadian foods are not only delicious but also represent Canada's unique cultural heritage and culinary traditions. They have become a beloved part of Canadian cuisine and are enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds. So, if you ever have the opportunity to visit Canada, make sure to try these delicious and quintessentially Canadian foods. Poutine. Poutine has gained international recognition in recent years, with many restaurants around the world now serving their own versions of the dish. In addition, poutine has been featured on several popular TV shows, including diners, drive-ins, and dives and Man Food. Maple syrup. In addition to being a popular topping for food, maple syrup is also used in traditional medicine. Indigenous peoples in Canada and the United States have used maple syrup to treat a variety of ailments, including coughs, colds, and sore throats. Nanaimo bars. The Nanaimo bar recipe has been adapted over the years, with variations that include different flavors and toppings. Some popular variations include mint chocolate, peanut butter, and even matcha green tea. Beaver tails. Beaver tails have also been adapted over the years, with variations that include savory toppings like smoked salmon and cream cheese. In addition, beaver tails can now be found in several locations outside of Canada, including the United States, Japan, and South Korea. These iconic Canadian foods are not only delicious but also represent Canada's rich cultural heritage and unique culinary traditions. They have become a beloved part of Canadian cuisine and are enjoyed by people all over the world. So, whether you're a fan of savory dishes like poutine or sweet treats like Nanaimo bars, there's something for everyone to enjoy in Canadian cuisine. What are some other popular Canadian dishes? There are many other popular Canadian dishes that are worth trying. Here are a few. Tourtière. Tourtière is a traditional meat pie that is often served during the winter holidays. The filling is typically made with ground pork or beef, and is seasoned with spices like cloves, cinnamon, and allspice. Butter tarts. Butter tarts are a sweet dessert that are similar to pecan pie but without the pecans. The filling is made from a mixture of butter, sugar, and eggs, and is baked in a pastry shell. Montreal-style bagels. Montreal-style bagels are a popular type of bagel that are smaller and sweeter than traditional New York-style bagels. They are boiled in honey-sweetened water and then baked in a wood-fired oven, giving them a unique texture and flavor. Bannock. Bannock is a type of bread that has been a staple of Indigenous cuisine for centuries. It is typically made with flour, baking powder, and water, and can be served sweet or savory. Jig's dinner. Jig's dinner is a traditional Newfoundland meal that is typically served on Sundays. It consists of boiled salt beef, cabbage, potatoes, turnip, and carrots, and is often served with a side of peas pudding. These dishes are just a few examples of the many delicious and unique foods that Canada has to offer. Whether you're a fan of savory or sweet, there's something for everyone in Canadian cuisine. Pea-meal bacon. Pea-meal bacon, also known as Canadian bacon, is a type of bacon that is made from lean pork loin. It is cured and rolled in cornmeal, giving it a unique texture and flavor. Pea-meal bacon is often served on a bun as a breakfast sandwich. Ketchup chips. Ketchup chips are a popular snack food in Canada. They are potato chips that are flavored with ketchup seasoning, giving them a tangy and slightly sweet flavor. Split pea soup. Split pea soup is a hearty soup that is popular in Quebec. It is made with split peas, vegetables, and often includes ham or bacon for added flavor. Nanaimo bars. Nanaimo bars, which we mentioned earlier, are a sweet dessert that originated in Nanaimo, British Columbia.